Hey everybody, it's your boy Mike Menace from the Mike and Tido Show, here with another quick podcast moment. This is our buddy Brad. We had a nice cool conversation with him, man. He's super funny. He's doing his clinicals right now, becoming a doctor, and he was talking about some of his experiences. Well, I hope you guys enjoy. Give us a like, subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Soundcloud, and also if you have any questions, send it to mikeandtito@gmail.com, Tito with a D. And any comments or questions, we would appreciate it. Well, I hope you guys enjoy. Here it is. By the way, any chance, man, if you find like a new spine, let me know, bro. I could use one.
Oh, dude, those are so hard to come by.
My fucking back is killing me, man.
Bro, those are a bitch to get out of a body.
I would have.
Oh, they really?
I would assume.
Yeah. There's a lot of shit connected to the
It's just
spine.
like the nerve endings, or
That's not what makes it hard. It's the muscles that makes it hard to pull out. Yeah.
Right.
You have to cut so much. Oh my god. I'm talking on corpses. I'm not talking.
Yeah. I remember you were talking about dead dicks one day. That was pretty funny.
Oh, dude, there's. Oh my god. Did I tell you about the huge dead dick I saw?
Yeah. I was there.
It was fucking huge.
Christ.
It was just a disembodied dick, like 10 inches, flaccid.
Was it like swollen dead, or just
No.
That's what he had.
None of these bodies are swollen. All these bodies have their fluids drained of them.
Fuck.
So like that dude had a straight up, like huge dick.
He was a blessed fellow.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Clipped or unclipped?
Where'd you go to school?
I think it was unclipped, if I remember.
That'd have been kind of creepy. You have to peel back the
The foreskin?
the dead.
Dead foreskin? One of my favorite experiences was
Weird segue.
Segway? No, it still has to do with dead bodies. So it's like so we were doing head and neck for the week, and so like one of the things was this woman's head, right? Mm-hmm. And they had her head out, and they took her brain out, and so her whole skull cavity was empty, but they left a piece of bone from going from the back of her head to the front of her skull, but like everything else was like caved out. So like you basically had a handle for her skull.
Holy shit.
But they kept her skin flaps and her scalp, so you could peel back her scalp but see inside her skull. Does that make sense?
Fuck, dude. Yeah.
Do you understand? Okay, so the teacher's assistant walks by, and I wanted to make a joke, so I peel back the skin flaps and I grab it by the bone, and I'm like, look, I got a new lunch pail.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
She starts laughing her ass off.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm like, wow. I did not expect you to start laughing. Like, I just expected a weird look.
Yeah. You're just like, wait a minute, I forgot I'm not in TeamSpeak. I can't do shit like this.
No, dude, I have those moments so often. Even like when we're dealing with like mock patients and shit, like fake patients, like I'll have like moments like that where I want to say something that's like super inappropriate just from years of being on TeamSpeak.
Oh my god, that's great.
Gotta control yourself.
Does it change your aspect at all? Like a human person, just as flesh, bones, nerves,
Actually,
ligaments?
I've always had the mechanical view, so it just made it a word that solidifies. So it solidified my view on that. Like, okay, yeah, we're just robots.
True.
Like 100%.
Just electrical things firing in your brain. You just it's crazy. I work. I do medical transport, non-emergency. So I take people back to nursing homes from the hospital, the ED.
Yeah.
But we also do hospice, and it's crazy sometimes, man. Just like
hospice and palliative care. That's some brutal shit.
Yeah, dude. It's crazy when like they look like a Holocaust patient. They're so just skin and bones, or there's no like there's nothing going on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and their skin is paper. Like you try to fucking touch their old people's skin, like it just falls apart.
Yeah.
And
or even brain dead. Yeah, brain dead people. That's fucking always crazy to me.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain levels of brain dead. Like straight up brain dead implies that there's no possibility or chance of the individual coming back.
Yeah.
To any functional level. Like for me, it's like that dude's dead. Like we're wasting hospital resources. That's what
I was told the other day. Like, not that I have it's a weird look at it. Like, I was talking to a girl and we were at a date, and she's a doctor, she's a pediatrician. She's like, yeah, I would abort. I was like, yeah, that's a weird segue. We were just talking about eating food.
No, I would abort. I would have no problem with that.
Yeah, because she was just dealing with it. I'm like, but abortion. She's like, no, because this kid is this. It's got bone marrow.
Oh, yeah,
okay, well, I understand.
That. No,
yeah, I was like, yeah, I completely understand. She's like, oh, and there are tests that you can tell if it's going to happen ahead of time. So I was like,
yeah, you know way ahead of time. If you
It was
got
just
money,
a weird segue when she just said, I would abort, but she dealt with it that day, and then she was, like, complaining that the parent didn't know, like, I'm like, yeah, but you gotta think, a parent is a parent.
Brad,
Well, yeah,
Brad, isn't that the best kind of
time.
chick? She would abort, right?
I mean, for sure, bro. That's how you slay.
That's,
That's how you do it.
No convincing.
Yeah, exactly.
I should have banged her so bad. Like, no condom.
Bro, raw dog. That's what it's all about, honestly. My life is just how many raw dogs can I get out before I die.
Oh my god. Well, that's not good, Brad. You're gonna have money and all this shit. That's not good, Brad.
That's what I'm saying.
Now
bro.
I'm-
Be a surgeon,
Let me ask you: Are you Puerto Rican? Because this is sounding like Puerto Rican tendencies.
I'm Iraqi. I'm not Puerto Rican. But that is very Puerto Rican. I get it.
Yeah. Let me tell you something.
Like, oh, okay.
If there wasn't a thing, cause I'm Puerto Rican. If there wasn't a thing called child support, I'd have 20 kids right now, dude. I just feel like a king. I'd have a basketball team, a baseball team. I have it all.
Dude, there's been multiple times where, like, I've said in, like, group discussions, like, you know, where I was like, I wish I could impregnate one of every race on the planet. I think it'd be awesome.
The ultimate race starting with my family.
Exactly, yeah. And then I talk about, like, my views on mass global genocide and, like, you know, things go downhill really fast.
And then eventually a good seed will pop out. You get something like, genius.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Roll the
And that's the
dice.
one. That's the one I train.
That's
I
the
raised.
samurai warrior
Yeah.
that you train.
All the other
fucking dice.
No, the goal is to have like 20 kids and then train them all to be like ninja warriors, and like they just follow you around as bodyguards. And they just assassinate targets, like take over the world slowly with your children ninjas.
Yeah.
Mike, please
Drink the
record
blood of their enemies.
this. Please record this. Do you mind if we put you on a podcast? I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
just make sure I don't say my last name.
I
Sure.
got you. Yeah.
Please record
Well, you're
this. That was
B-Rad.
fucking
You're
magic.
B-Rad to us. So I don't know anything else but that.
That's it. You're B-Rad.
Keep it. That's it. It's good enough for me.
You will be on the next podcast if Mike records that. That shit is fucking perfect.
No, I don't mind. Yeah, I say a lot of random terrible shit.
No, it's not even terrible. It was such a weird thing because she dealt with it that day, and obviously she's a first year resident, so
I'm
she-
confused.
she
What do you mean
was-
by dealt with? She dealt with the parents?
No.
Or she had an
I went on a
abortion?
date with a doctor. She was complaining with the parent. Like, she obviously didn't say it out loud, but
Yeah.
in her head, she just thought, that's the dumbest thing. And I'm like, you gotta think from their point of view, not
Oh yeah, that's what I was
yours.
gonna say. Because like a lot of lay people, they don't really believe you if you tell them, "Hey, your child's gonna be born and they're gonna have a shit life." Like, people have hope, and that's the problem. It's as a doctor, my goal is to remove that veil and to show you that there's no hope.
Which is I'm assuming there's some kind of Dr. Creed that you read and you're just like,
Hippocratic
I want to crush everyone's spirit.
It's somewhere
Do
in there.
no
It's somewhere in
harm.
the Hippocratic Oath, where it's like, we'll destroy dreams and crush souls.
Oh,
I'm
shit,
sorry,
that's
sir. You're gonna die. It's a hangnail. Yeah, you're gonna die. I'm sorry.
It's a hangnail.
We're gonna have to put you down.
But it's a hangnail. Yeah. We don't have the resources.
Oh yeah, you got. By the way, you have sleep apnea. It's okay. You were gonna die anyways.
I just thought it was such a weird thing. I'm like, but she's a doctor. Because literally, we just got appetizers, and then she just started going, I would abort. I'm like, what the fuck? Abort what?
That's so weird.
It was,
Like it
was
wasn't.
weird.
It wasn't
I'm
like
no
an
longer talking to
initiated
her anymore.
conversation. She was
But
just.
still. No. It was the first thing she said. We literally just got appetizers. We were looking at the
fuck?
drink menu, and she said that. I'm like, what the fuck? And she
Let me
just
tell you
got off
something,
a
though.
15-hour...
Doctors are weird
Thing.
as fuck. Like.
Oh, she's a nutcase. She's got
Yeah.
crazy OCD.
Yeah, we're all
She
insane.
is-
All of them. I haven't met a normal one. Okay. There's something fucked in your head if you were like, hey, I'm gonna go be a doctor. That's a great idea. Let's go to school for fucking 8 years.
She's I wouldn't say she's a nutcase. I mean, like I said, we're no longer speaking, but
You
she
don't
was
know well enough.
all over the place. She was bouncing off the fucking walls. Like one day she would like, hey, let's do this, and the next day she's like, oh, let's not do this, and then like, yeah, to start a conversation with, I would abort. I'm like, yeah, you have no idea what my views are.
Maybe she was just manic. Maybe she's just manic.
She's
depressive.
Argentinian, actually.
Oh no, that explains it.
Yeah,
That's-
MS-13. There you go, right there.
She is hot. I will give her that.
so-
She's got also hands like boxing gloves,
That's weird.
which is weird.
That's always
Very
hot.
good.
So Brad, for you, I know it's kind of cliche. Why do you want to become a doctor?
So I'm like really smart. Like I'm crazy
You
smart.
didn't say you're Iraqi, so you guys pretty excel at times
Okay.
with oppression
Wait.
as well.
Really smart. Well, you don't have an ego. very proud.
No, I'm like one of the most humble people I know. Anyways, I'm incredibly intelligent.
In your mind? No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
It's me and me.
Me and me are like the most humble people I know.
Me and Saddam Hussein, the only superior people.
Arrogant shit.
Actually,
I'm
Saddam
okay
was
with
the
that.
shit. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of shit that the West doesn't know about Iraqi politics that they should not have fucked with Saddam.
I'll tell you, man. He was the
Anyways.
only person, real quick, fitted to rule that place with an iron fist, man. He didn't fuck around.
Because you had to. Those people are fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
you have to. But go ahead.
Like my parents left the country because they realized Saddam was going downhill, and they were like, "Okay, if he's not here, we're fucked."
He's
Like,
gassing
there's
people.
Yeah. He's like, "Bro, you're going off the rails."
He's got a Bible in his own blood, written in his own blood.
It's a Quran, but
The
yeah.
Quran, excuse me.
Because I'm pretty sure he's not Christian, but okay. Oh, I was gonna say something about fucked up people. She just sounds like a weirdo.
She's weird.
Abortion like
But
that.
most doctors are weirdos. No, but you were
Yeah,
saying...
you were jacking
he just
yourself
asked
off.
you
You're smart.
why
You're great.
you're a
Oh
doctor.
that yeah. Okay, so all that joking aside, so with all these resources that I have in my brain, like I could go do whatever the fuck I want. Like I'm very artistic. Like I explore music, I explore art, like all that shit. So my brain can do whatever the fuck it wants and be interested in it. So when I was looking at my options, like late high school, I was thinking to myself, okay, let's do something that's super hard, that I'll always be engaged with, and that I can make a bunch of money off of, and that's 100% surefire guarantee that it's gonna work out.
Hell yeah.
There's nothing else. Like, there's literally, like, I looked at all my options, and I'm just
Not
like...
even a mercenary?
I mean, I guess I could be a merc. I don't have the body for it. Like, I'm not very tall, kind of chubby. It's not going to work out. I can't lift a bunch of shit.
True.
I'm not going to be able to, like, survive in, like, a trench hole for days. I'm soft. I
hear you, man.
And you have an ego, which you need to be a surgeon.
Huge ego, which helps in surgery.
And
When I was a
and
medical
don't doubt
assistant,
it. And I'm
They
not
would always
against
tell
it.
me that. They were like, dude, your arrogance is going to help you so much in surgery. Like, you have no idea. Like, it's like almost a requirement for a surgeon to be arrogant just because it's some of the
that's
shit
all
that they
I
have to
heard.
do.
You got to, man. I'm a firm believer when you doubt yourself, it's when you make mistakes.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling, especially in surgery, dude. Like, I've seen them, like, under the knife, and, like, you can't...
I've had
doubt
families.
yourself.
I've had families. Be careful with my mom. Her ankle's very, or her broken hip, blah blah blah. And then like I get like paranoid. They're watching me, like I'm gonna hurt them, and like
Yeah.
that's when you make mistakes. When I go in there like I'm the shit. Hey, it's I know what I'm doing. Don't worry about it. I'm
Exactly.
perfectly
Yeah,
fine.
that's always the best. Yeah, it's always the best scenario.
Yeah, never doubt yourself.
I mean, right now we're just dealing like with mock patients and stuff, but like when you see like other like student doctors and shit like deal with patients and they don't have that confidence, you're like, wow, like that's a shit doctor. Like,
Well,
it
that's what I
doesn't
was
matter.
thinking earlier, because what's it called? She was the other thing. She's like, well, I don't know how to handle codes just yet. I'm like, well, I guess you can do it with experience, but that's the one person I wouldn't want to be my doctor. I understand she's a first-year resident, but I'm like,
I don't know how to handle my codes yet.
Yeah, she doesn't know what to do. She's like, well, I just need to watch when someone codes. I was like,
That's
what?
That's kind of terrifying. I'm not gonna lie.
It was
Doctor, when I die, I want you to not freak out. You're not gonna freak
yeah,
out,
pretty
right?
much. All she did was freak out, and I'm like, she's like, well, I like the outpatient stuff. I'm like, who likes outpatient shit? Become a nurse.
Outpatient's fun. Outpatient surgery is a lot of fun.
Very different from being a pediatrician who just doesn't like.
Hey Tito, hey real quick, Brad
can
was
do
in here.
that.
Brad was in here like a week ago or a couple days ago. And he was talking about he was having to like check a woman's vagina, and he was using his like middle and ring finger, and not his like what they clinically want you to use.
Yeah.
He's like a 40-something-year-old lady. Tell that story real quick.
So I wasn't using the. We'll go in there for a vaginal exam. I throw up her gown. You're just supposed to go in there and finger around. You're supposed to like touch the walls and shit. Okay, but when I went in, like, mind you, there's always a tutor or facilitator like looking at you and making sure you're doing shit right. So when I went in with like you said, in my middle of my index finger, like I was gonna finger bang her, like straight up, like I was gonna finger bang her. Like I realized that afterwards. Like even my thumb was like almost on her clit. Like so I was like, the facilitator looks at me. Mind you, I'm already in her vagina. He looks at me and he's like, no, you have to use your index and your middle finger. And he like shows me. He shows me by taking out his index and his middle finger, just like pointing at my face, like this.
Oh my god.
It was embarrassing, old man.
Oh, that's so great. He fucking
Please,
spits
God,
on it first.
just let us use this. Please let us use
Spit on
this.
my finger first. That would have been perfect. Dude, they would have fucking kicked me out of the clinic. Like,
No, don't worry. I don't need gloves. Don't worry.
I don't need gloves, bro.
Oh God, that's fucking amazing.
It's gross. Kind of disgusting.
Mike, please, God, tell me you're recording this.
I'm not. I can go back 20 minutes, but you know,
You better save the
that's
20
on
minutes.
that's on
This is
Brad.
golden.
That's on Brad. If you know, that's on Brad.
It's good, man. I told you, as long as my last name's not involved. Because, like, when I graduate, you'll just be able to Google me. Like, everything will pop up.
Hey, that's Doctor Spit on his fingers
Yeah,
first,
it's got,
right?
like, a Yelp review or something. It's like, oh, I heard a podcast and this guy was talking about fingering patients. 1 star.
Oh God, it's amazing. I've never been so happy.
Well, Brad, on our next one, we'll get a couple bits in here with you. And
Sure, yeah, for sure.
I'll send it
Little
to you. Oh my God, that's funny shit.
clinic hours.
Oh yeah.
That's once I get that doctorate, I'm gonna have Telly change the name of the channel in here. Bradley's Deathly Clinic.
Dr. Fingerbang.
Dr. Fingerbang. That's a good one. Dr. Trolliosis. That's what you want. You want a troll as your doctor. That's
That's
ideal.
crazy.